So you told him, hey, I'm pregnant, I'm getting an abortion.
I'm literally at Planned Parenthood. And because this was crazy lore, because I was sick for 2 months.
Right.
I was pregnant, didn't know it, because I would go to the hospital because I like couldn't keep food down, like all around the clock sickness, mama. I was like bedridden. And the ER was just like, it's probably like some virus, whatever. They never tested my pregnancy test.
What?
Mm-hmm. And then I got out here. I turned 25 on April 7th, and I was like still really sick. And then April 8th, I went to the ER again, and then they're like, you're like almost 8 weeks pregnant. Someone sat me down and was like, hey, you gotta stop this, because like you need to wait until you have more power.
Right.
And I was like, no, period, because I want to destroy them from on top. But it's crippling how much goes on in stand-up comedy, and like you're not supposed to talk about it. And like how most of the people that are making the most, I mean, honestly, let's just talk about this, because this is like
without names we can talk about
exactly.
Well, yeah.
And I can use like someone like Louis C.K.
Right, easy. Sure.
It's like okay, you know, someone who was at the front of all of this, like next to Weinstein during Me Too. It's completely taken a 180 that people really don't care.
Yeah.
And then it like sparks the conversation of like, okay, if he can independently sell out theaters without like these corporations backing them, he should be like allowed to, because our money isn't going into like consumerism of like we're paying for HBO to put Louis C.K. on. He has his own website, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't even think that's necessarily the problem. It's like, what has he done to be like better for the other stuff? Like like I believe in reform, so any abuser, I feel like not has the opportunity, but if we want things to get better, then we have to let people get better rather than like banishing them and like canceling them. But then it's like, well, what else do you do? Because it's like you talk about it, but social media is kind of the part that makes it so fucking toxic. And the obviously, not to be an old man who's like the government's watching me, but like the media is like so misinformed and there's too much content. So it's like it does. I feel like that world is actually so crazy. It's not real. The online world is not real at all. You guys aren't real.
Welcome to Yenta, the podcast that's sometimes about comedy, sometimes about Judaism, and always about gossip. Today on the podcast, I have my guest co-host, Gloria Alexander.
Woo.
And our guest is the amazing, the incomparable, the wonderful, the very, very Jewish Kylie.
I'm Jewish.
Vincent, everybody.
What's up? Shabbat every Friday, big Jews.
Kylie is an incredible comedian, performer, one-person show, Edinburgh person, Comedy Central. Credit after credit.
We just did, biggest credit. We just did a
huge
UCLA Jewish queer Hillel
show.
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Because Kylie was like, who's a Jewish
problem.
queer comedian that I know in LA? It's going to be so hard to find someone who can do that.
Yeah.
And it's just...
Could only think of one.
And book me on your Hillel shows.
It was basically just for like the two girls who ran the club to like kiss during like
they kissed the whole time.
They were like holding each other, and it was like a coffee bean. It was like a rec room. It wasn't like a stage. 7 people. We got paid like way more money than you'd ever get paid in any other venue too.
Oh my God, just for Jewish girls to kiss the whole time.
And they were Orthodox.
Hell yeah.
They were Orthodox. They were wearing skirts.
The long skirts.
Like I could not.
I don't think they're gonna be Orthodox for long.
Yeah, I think you guys did a mitzvah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. And like the girlfriend came up to me after and was like, seriously, thank you for doing this for her. And I was like, that's so sweet.
You're like, you're paying me way too much money.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh, taking it. I had to talk for 45 minutes about who knows what.
It was incredible.
Wow.
Kylie just like rambled, and like everybody was so. I was like, I looked at her. I was like, how does she do it?
Wow.
I came off and your fiance, right?
Yeah.
Your fiance was like, oh my God, how do you talk for so long? I said, I love talking.
At one point, he was like, I feel bad. Like, is she okay up there? I was like, no, she loves this.
Did
Yeah.
you stop for laughter or anything? You just kept going.
I don't
45
know.
minutes
My
straight?
tempo's pretty different. Like where I kind of like the like when they jump in, then they have the long laughs, and then they kind of get confused, and then
Yeah.
it takes them a while, and then they laugh again. It's yeah. I feel like those kinds of gigs, I'm like, I'm not gonna run out like setup joke for you.
Right. They don't. I mean, they were like, they kept interrupting too. Like they thought it was a
like-
conversation.
And honestly, it was
yeah.
like 8 people, so
Yeah,
it was a
it was
conversation.
exactly. Yeah.
They're just talking and kissing. It sounds like summer camp. But
Oh, it was so cute, and they were also like 12 years old. I was like,
What? Yeah, they
I was
were
like,
so
I
young.
can't
In
look at you. Yeah.
were in college,
they were
but,
like,
like-
they just look so young.
No, they were 12-year-old Jewish
Yeah.
smart kids from
Gift prodigies.
Yeah,
love
thank
it.
God they're gay so much earlier now.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, out
welcome
of
to
that.
Yenta,
Oh,
Kylie.
thanks.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, thanks for Yenta having me.
Yenta, as you know, means gossip. Let's just get into your gossip. Do you have it? Do you have something to say?
I feel like I always have a lot to say.
I
Feel
know.
it.
Well, okay, first of all, I also want to bring up
Yeah.
that today is Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And I have a friend that I'm going to Mother's Day dinner with her moms, the kicker. She has 4 moms.
No.
What?
2 lesbians moms, got divorced,
And then
both got
remarried.
remarried.
Shut up.
We're all getting sushi together,
And-
all 4
and
of
you
them.
too?
And me and my friend
That's
Batya.
so cute.
So
Child
just-
of God.
Yes.
The 2 of you and 4 moms.
Yes.
That is a crazy mom to
There's
not mom
4
ratio.
moms there, and not one of them is mine.
Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, really good. for
4
me.
moms, no dad.
Well, you could just take one.
4 moms, no dad. Like she knows who the like seaman guy is. Like it's like a car race guy.
Yeah.
He raced cars or something.
That's kind
what
of
a
cool.
good semen guy to have.
Good seaman guy, fast.
Does she have siblings?
1 brother,
Uh-huh.
same seaman guy.
Same.
Ooh.
But they don't know him. But like
Right.
they like know of him.
Is he like public? A public person?
Seaman guy.
A public like racer
Oh.
seaman guy?
I mean,
Could they Google him?
Can we buy a shirt of his?
Yeah.
I am gonna say no because thinking about
Is it-
age, race car, social media wasn't back then. The old race car drivers
I see. I
aren't
see.
as
Not
cool as the
social-
new race car
Mhm.
drivers.
Okay.
You know that Disney teen movie that came out where the girl like shaves her head when her brother gets injured for BMX, and she pretends to be him.
You know,
in
I
the
don't, but I'm
BMX.
just gonna yes and.
No way. Wait, did you guys ever watch like Life Size with like Tyra Banks as the dead
Yes.
mom? Okay, same vibe of those kinds of movies, but it was like a blonde girl who really wanted to ride in the BMX, and then so she shaved her head because her brother got injured, and then she fell in love with someone, obviously as the guy, obviously not gay at all. Like, and she's all that. You fucking
Or
gay.
she's the man.
She's the man.
Yes.
She's the man. I've been watching a lot of movies recently. I have endless information probably.
Cinema
Yeah.
to decoms.
No, like about everything.
Wait, so how are you feeling about Mother's Day as a almost mother? Can we talk about that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of
Oh,
course.
good. Yeah,
I
yeah.
had an abortion recently. It was
Mazel
slay
tov.
mama cunt.
Ooh.
Literally most painful experience of my life. No one talks about it. I thought it was like abortion, like you show up and it's like, okay, it's done. It's like days of processes where your like body feels insane. They give you a pill where your cervix like pulls open like you're giving birth to like release the whatever Democrats want us to call it, like not a baby.
Whatever the woke mind wants me to say.
I'm like, okay, I'll just say it was a drag queen for the conservatives. Yeah, the drag queen was coming out of my pussy, but it's like you're giving birth, but it's like at home, and I was alone.
Oh my God.
And no one, like at Planned Parenthood, I mean,
so something
shout out.
came out of you?
Yeah,
What was it?
he, him.
Totally. And that's why it's
That's why
fine.
I flashed.
Wow. Do you know when it's gonna come out, or it just like takes you by surprise?
No, they're like, you need to like for the next couple hours, like stay home and have access to a bathroom and stuff.
And then you have a toilet baby.
And then
That's
you
what it
basically have a
is.
toilet baby.
Whoa.
Except you don't get in trouble for this toilet baby being in a McDonald's bathroom like another mom would, because this one isn't a real baby yet. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When people have, toilet
People have
babies.
toilet, like they give birth in the McDonald's and they just leave the babies
Yeah,
there.
honestly, like I don't condone anything like that, but also kind of like fire in the way that like
I don't know where the fuck you're going with this, but please continue.
I don't know, like if that baby survived, like if I was a McDonald's toilet baby, I'd be like, guys, I'm a McDonald's toilet baby.
It's like the Jungle Book in modern day.
Yeah, like that'd be my thing. You know how every kid has a thing at the school, like they're like, oh, that kid has a dead dad, that kid is like, I don't know,
What was your thing?
like the only deeply damaged family in the suburban like high school I went to.
Yeah. Oh, in Oxnard. No.
Well, so
in California.
it's like, yeah, it's like Ventura.
Ventura.
Oh,
But I went to school in like Thousand Oaks area at like a public school, but it was like a pretty like suburban golden retriever, I love Trump and I'm hot and blonde type school. And then it was like, I was like, oh my God, I was so crazy. I like had a yellow bug that was falling apart because my window like wouldn't come up and down, so I had to put plexiglass on it every time it rained.
Like you just had a sheet of plexiglass.
I saw someone yesterday driving with their full rear window just broken.
That's awesome.
Just smashed out, bro.
Wow.
No, it's California.
Free air conditioning.
Nobody cares.
California's cool, right?
Yeah.
You guys think so?
I love it here. Welcome back, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking that I love it as well. I
It's
was like having
great.
such an amazing day.
How long were you in New York for?
Too long.
Yeah.
Too long.
Do it to you.
Yay, stay in Bushwick a little too long, then you get knocked up by a skater. PSA. PSA. When you're in Bushwick, you need a coat hanger with you.
A skater with a lot of little baby tattoos.
Ugh. I fucking wish.
Oh.
Not even
went-
tatted.
Oh, loser.
Fucking. Yeah, pay your child support, by the way.
For your toilet baby. Flush down the toilet.
Fucking useless. He was like, when I told him that I was pregnant, he was like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
And then he Venmo'd me $50 with a gas tank emoji.
a gas tank emoji.
Gas in the motherfucking tank. Uh-huh.
What does a gas tank emoji mean in that context?
Gas in the motherfucking tank.
That's it.
Put that gas in the motherfucking
Put
tank.
your gas up the pussy and get that gas up the baby. Get it out.
Gasolina. I'm gonna need a little more than $50.
Yeah.
What did he think that was for?
I don't think he, you know.
It's just like this.
I don't think he thought about it.
Yeah.
Like it's so interesting because I've never like really thought about, like, even when they're almost dads, they freak out too much.
Right.
It's like I already said I was doing it. It's not like you have to convince me to not have the kid. I'm like willingly.
So you told him, "Hey, I'm pregnant. I'm getting an abortion."
I'm
Or how did you say?
I'm literally at Planned Parenthood, and because this was crazy lore, because I was sick for 2 months.
Right.
I was pregnant, didn't know it, because I would go to the hospital because I like couldn't keep food down, like all around the clock sickness, mama. I was like bedridden. And the ER was just like, it's probably like some virus, whatever. They never tested my pregnancy test.
What?
And then I got out here I turned 25 on April 7th, and I was like still really sick. And then April 8th, I went to the ER again, and then they're like, you're like almost 8 weeks pregnant. I said, oh fuck, is it too late?
And in any other state besides California,
Maybe.
not in Texas. Yeah.
11 weeks is the
the
cutoff
cutoff.
here. It's crazy.
And the cutoff here is 11.
Well, that's for the pill. I don't know if but the pill is like a whole ass procedure, but the suck up procedure.
Right.
It might be, it's always wacky, different in all places, but yeah, I was so grateful to be here. Yeah, whirlwind.
And wild because I feel like I go to like the optometrist and they're like, "Are you pregnant?"
Yeah.
Like they're always asking
So
you
this
that.
is what everyone's
They're
saying
always
to me.
asking you.
They're like, I feel like I order a coffee and someone's like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, never had I ever gotten that. Like, did they think that I just couldn't fuck, or like what was going on? What was the vibe that I was giving?
Do you get that a lot?
All the time.
Right.
Oh, all the time. And then I get shamed immediately if I ever reveal that I don't use a condom. Immediately.
Which is crazy because no condoms are awesome.
We're doing it raw. We're bringing back raw.
No, I literally like bought a pack of condoms like the day after my abortion. I was like in Target and I saw one and I said, girl, you gotta change.
What about an IUD?
Well, actually, I'd like to get sterilized.
Okay.
I love the
even
use of
better.
the phrase sterilized.
Sterile, please.
Just chop it off.
Done.
What
Before I was pregnant, I was like, I don't want to carry kids. I like maybe want to adopt, but I knew that I wasn't like, that doesn't sound fun to me. Be 9 months pregnant.
Especially the way you just had.
Oh yeah, and then I had this sickness that I would have been that sick for the full 9 months.
9 months of not keeping food down ever?
Yeah, like there was like 2 moms who DM'd me who were like, both of my kids, I had this disease with them, and it was like 9 months of just like me being so sick. And I was like, that is not worth it at all.
What? No. What has it been like posting about it, and what kind of responses have you been getting?
Absolutely, like really good response. I would say generally the like, I think people are grateful to some extent that I share so much, because it's about stuff we all, go through and everything.
And usually don't talk about.
And usually don't talk about.
Yeah.
But I'm in the position where then it makes me like a chaotic figure that every time I run into people in person, they're like, hey man, how are you doing?
Are you okay?
Yeah,
I saw you got naked on the internet.
And you're like, can we just talk about the weather for 1 second?
No, exactly. There are so many references in people alluding to things in my life. But also the funny thing is, I'm like, that's not like, I mean, I guess because it's taboo, they feel like it's vulnerable information. But like the stuff that I keep close to my chest is shit that actually like I feel like is way more vulnerable. This stuff is just fucking taboo. But we all talk about it in private.
Right. Like, this is actually you being secretive. You have so many more things that you're not saying.
Oh my God, I'm a nightmare of a person. Like emotionally, like the things I think and the way that like I interact is like so crazy. I try to keep it stuffed down so hard. You know, when you get into a relationship with someone and then they see the bad parts of you and you're like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I see
No,
that.
not me. I'm perfect.
What's your attachment style?
Oh, I like that question.
I'm an avoidant. I freak out, especially with women, because they're like so tuned in.
Yeah.
That freaks me out, being seen. Get away from me.
Do you ever get anxiously attached, like when you're deep in it?
I feel like I have, because like my partners have, in the way that I kind of just go with the flow, which I'm not doing anymore, obviously, because that's stupid as fuck. Then you get like lost in someone else's world, and I'm like, wait, I've been single for like a couple of years now, and it's like me, my dog, and my fucking life. And it's just, it's awesome not like having to, but then, there's times like where you're having a toilet baby and you're like, I wish someone was holding my hair and like
that
walking
time.
my disabled dog for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing all this shit on my own, but that's just natural human shit.
Yeah.
I just haven't really found anyone that I'm like, this is so dope enough that I wouldn't get bored or like anxious that this is interfering with other parts of my life.
That's real.
True.
That's.
Says the
I mean,
engaged
I think. Yeah, no, I don't think. It's no. It's like, of course, if you have someone in your life all the time, like it's gonna interfere with your single life.
Totally.
And that's something that I am processing and dealing with.
Oh yeah,
Like-
because then you have to like mourn it a little bit, but then you're getting this like other good thing.
Yeah.
It's just
It's both.
yeah.
It's
What's that been?
both.
What's going on?
No, I.
Oh, how the tunes
Unload.
are ringing.
No, it's just been like I have less time to like do stand up and like work on my art and be creative because I'm like doing all this stuff, wedding. I mean, also it's just so much nicer and easier to like hang out with your fiance than like sit in a room and get yelled at by some dudes.
Oh,
Like on a show, yeah.
I thought it
yeah.
was relating something to the marriage, and I was like, what are they
No.
doing nowadays? Oh yeah, for sure. When you have a safe space, you're like, why would I fucking go put myself?
It's so, but I'm still doing it, and I want to.
course.
I am, because I like when a joke works, then that's the feeling that I'm chasing. But oh my god, every fucking time.
Yeah, I haven't like. Well, so. Are you from here? Or did you move?
I'm from Massachusetts.
And you moved here to do comedy?
Yeah, something like that.
Awesome. Wait, so what do you guys think of the comedy scene here?
You tell us first, Kylie.
Well, I'm in this beautiful position that I'm always in that I realized because I started in New York.
Yeah.
And then I was like on the road a lot, and I just found myself in a bunch of different places, and I became so elusive to like not having to fit into the scene and be a part of all of the antics and culture of it, because that actually makes me so mentally ill. I'll bang my head up against a wall. So I kind of just, drop in when I have spots, and then I have my friends that I like to hang out with, but like other than that, I'm not like hanging too much. But this doesn't really seem like a place you guys would hang anyway.
In New York, no, it's true. In New York, like, I mean, I haven't done a ton of comedy there, but like even when I have, like the comics hang like outside of the clubs. Like they go to bars. And they like here someone will have a birthday party, and then a lot of people will go. That'll kind of be it, really.
Yeah.
But like there's way less.
People
just,
go
like,
to bed
hang.
early here.
They really
Yeah,
do.
and they have to drive home.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
But I guess that's, in a way, you're like, well,
it's healthier.
are you glad that people are getting sleep and not drinking?
Yeah.
I mean, the
No.
people I know in New York are deeply unhappy.
Well, New York, happiest city in the U.S.
No.
What? Who
It
said
is.
that?
I saw it on SNL Weekend Update last night.
Well, they
Colin
never
Jost.
lie.
Shout out Casey, my
Yes.
friend. Who
Yeah.
maybe that was her even. And if
Maybe.
it was, I'm fact checking you, bitch.
Yeah.
At
Wrong.
Casey.
I spent a week in New York to like do some comedy stuff, and I came back smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Really.
That's
did it
the
for-
vibe.
Yeah.
You get scary looking there too. Like my girlfriend group that we were all in like New York City. We're all artists, and we've all since kind of like we go back and forth to New York for stuff, but we've used other places as home base. And one of the girls, she moved to Barcelona, and we're like, we've never seen your like eyes fully open before. Like she'd kind of like walk around New York like this, you
I
know?
just slowly started to get less and less wide.
Yes. And it was
The
like maybe
more
it was like
subways
the
you go on.
sleep, or I don't know what it was, but I'm like, whoa, I've never seen your eyes like that before.
Yeah.
But it's also an amazing place.
It is.
It is.
It's good to hang out in some. I like the LA scene, the comedy scene here.
Yeah.
It's also less cliquey here. I feel like, I don't know. It's less like who's the
They're dicks in New York.
They
They're just
are,
like,
and they gossip and they're asshole.
Oh,
Oh, my
yeah.
god, I have some yenta.
oh, tell me some
Ooh.
yenta.
Give the yenta.
I listen, don't get me wrong. I love a shit talk. I love I love a good shit talk.
Isn't that the whole pod?
That is the whole pod.
Yeah.
But this is like somebody basically, I did an open mic, okay, in Bushwick. And nobody should be judged on their jokes at an open mic.
No.
Like a joke that I did was bad.
Was it at Pine Box?
No, it was at like, I know Pine Box. It was at
Pine Box is just all your peers judging you in between like your nightly spots to like get up. It's like so stupid. I'm just
so crazy.
I think
out
I did
there.
that. Wait, was it 2 minutes?
It's
that you
2
get?
fucking minutes.
And like 600 people. Go
What a
up?
nightmare.
Well,
It's just a social experiment.
Yeah. Don't they have a ton of mics there?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. But somebody like recorded my joke that was bad, that bombed, and sent it in their group chat being like, how bad is this joke?
What the
That's
fuck?
so
Isn't that
mean.
psychotic? You know who it was?
Who?
Well, actually, no. I found out through this person, so I don't know who sent it.
Oh, okay.
But this person was in the group chat and told me, which
Uh-huh.
actually I kind of like that they told me.
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna cut this.
Yeah, they're real. They're real for that. But
Yeah.
that's so fucking
It's
stupid.
crazy out there. So
That's
whatever.
It feels like when you go into a space, especially when it's clearly an experimental space
Right.
because it's an open mic.
Yeah.
That like phones shouldn't be allowed. Like I'm
Right.
not consenting to you like filming me or I don't know. People are whack. There's a guy who showed up to like a comedy party with Meta sunglasses, so it's filming every interaction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're fucking. I'm not talking to you
I
all
don't
night.
consent to this.
Yeah, this is government CCTV. Get
Yeah.
away from
Oh my
me.
God, he's live the whole time.
Yeah,
Zuck
literally
is
live.
like watching for sure.
Yeah, and then it's
Yeah.
like art is obviously dead if that's happening.
Yeah.
Wow, what would your ideal open mic rules be?
That's actually a great question. No assaulting women.
That's crazy.
Easy.
That one's gonna
Surprisingly
take
hard for people.
decades. We don't expect it this generation, but
Yeah.
hopefully next. Yeah, no, they have to do the green bags with the phones.
Yeah.
Lock 'em up.
Lock them up. What about you guys?
I think the mics here like are generally more supportive.
Oh, yeah.
Either the people are supportive or they're just like single incel dudes who like don't give a fuck. You know
Those
what I mean?
guys will pay upwards amount of money for slotted mics too. Those
Yeah.
men.
Yes.
It's like
yeah.
their thing to do.
Yeah,
and they're
exactly.
doing the
That's
same
all they have
jokes
over and over.
Yeah.
And I love them because
No, go
they
for
just sit
it.
there and sometimes they like lightly chuckle, but they're just like
They're
I don't-
not there for you.
They don't
And then what a
care.
great reminder that you're not there for them.
Yeah,
that
we
you're
do
like
not care about
your
each
response
other.
kind of doesn't matter.
It
I just need to
doesn't.
hear me do it.
Exactly. And you know what I love also about the scene here? Slotted.
Slotted.
No slotteds in New York.
No.
Or very few.
No.
And that sucks.
Lots of buckets.
No.
Yeah.
Lots of buckets, huh? Lots of buckets. Ice bucket challenge here, Mike. Ice bucket challenge there, Mike.
All for charity.
Do you know that the recent like ice bucket challenge revival was for like fucking like a mental illness, and I got nominated like twice to do the ice bucket challenge, and I was like, I don't need to feel what it feels like. Like
Yeah.
that's the whole reason they do the ice is like, oh, it feels like your body would feel with a person with ALS, and then this time they're like with depression, and I'm like, trust me.
That's not what depression feels like. A bucket of ice on you?
If anything, I need a bucket of ice on me.
Right. The depression ice bucket challenge.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
Okay, for our Jewish nerds out there, which there are so many, what's do you have any like, I know you don't feel, you're like, I'm not a Jew, but like, what do you like about Judaism?
No, I am a Jew.
Yeah,
I'm a
you are.
I'm pretty clear about that.
Yeah, okay. You're like, I don't know. You're like, I'm kind of a Jew.
Well, I'm just like, I have nothing to offer. Like, if
Yeah.
someone that's not Jewish asks me anything about Judaism, the chances are I'm going to say something really offensive about us in the way that I'm like, oh, we're loud in food. Like, just, I didn't go to Jew camp. I didn't go to synagogue. Well, this is what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was so confused because no one explained to me like the ethnicity background of Judaism and how like it runs in my mom's bloodline, whatever.
Right.
So I was like 10 years old sitting at like Passover. They're making me read the fucking I don't even know what it is. Torah, Quran,
Perfect.
Toran.
Torah Bible.
And they just had me read those kinds of things on the holidays because I was performative. So they were like, oh, it's like, get it out of you. But I didn't actually know. I couldn't even speak Hebrew. That's the funny part. And so one time I was just like fed up trying to look for that matzah and not understanding why. And so I was like, I'm not Jewish, right? And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, well, Christians like go to church. I've never been to temple before. And they're like, you're anti-Semitic then. And I was like, what?
And you were like 4?
Yeah, I was like a child. Yeah. But my mom's like one of those like self-hating Jews inside where like she got a nose job and was like very like Southern California, like beach and shells. I'm not Jewish. Like, I don't know. She has like a weird.
I actually think getting a nose job is like a Jewish tradition. That is like,
have you had a
that
nose
is
job?
like, I have not. I'm clearly.
I feel.
Imagine me getting a nose job to get this nose.
What if you were wearing the sunglasses because you got
Jewish.
a nose job?
That would make like a nose glasses.
Nose glasses. Well, my mom is that was the most Jewish thing about her, but she was doing it because she like can't embrace anything about herself.
Oh.
Period, mama.
Wow.
Do you do a lot of Jewish shows?
I've done a few, yeah. I used to have like a couple Jewish jokes, but then I was like, I feel so disconnected from like so much of whatever my background and culture is that I'm like, I need to figure. Also, my dad told us we were Native American for like a really long time, and our dogs growing up, they were named Mika and Yana, which is in like the Navajo tribe. It means bear and raccoon. And then I fucking found out literally like 2 months ago that we are not Native American at all. Thank God I had no jokes about that. Jesus Christ.
You made it like your whole identity.
Yeah.
Like, this is me.
I gotta change my outfits.
Yeah. That's was your dad just like wanted to fuck with you?
Probably.
Yeah.
He's a dick like that for show.
Yeah.
He's kind of funny, but like yeah, I have no idea who I am in that way. Like I know who I am in the way that I act, but background wise, my lineage, I don't know family shit.
Is that something that you want to do? If I invited you to a Shabbat, would you come?
Oh yeah, I'd
Or
come
would
to
you be
Shabbat.
like, oh,
I go
okay.
to no.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
No, I hate food with friends on Friday.
No, but we're gonna do the blessings.
That's fine.
We're gonna
I'm not gonna
Jewy
be
about
freaked
it.
out.
Yeah.
You know what's freaky? It's not Jews doing Jew stuff, but Christians in church going like this to the music.
Yeah.
Oh my! The first time I saw that when I was a kid, I was like, that is freaky.
Doing the tongues.
Yeah.
They do tongues?
Yeah.
Their tongues?
Have you watched those
Whoa.
documentaries
No.
where they like pretend
Speak in tongue.
They speak in tongue, and they basically tell the Christians that like the Spirit of Jesus will move you into like speaking the holy language, but it's just them going like, but like they believe it. I mean, that's all religion, really.
Right.
They're like it's like this is it.
wow.
There's also
good.
one with snakes where
Yeah, parcel tongue.
partial tongue, and
I just made that up. Is that real?
of course it's real.
That's
Wow,
the thing.
I feel like I have LASIK now because it's fucking bright.
It's bright.
in here.
Because you can see everything clearly
We're
now.
listeners,
No more red flags.
I'm wearing my LASIK glasses because one of my eyes is a cyclops eye. for
Show
my
'em.
LASIK. I don't. Honestly, I can't now. And
Wow.
then Gloria and Kylie are wearing sunglasses in solidarity, but
'Cause we're-
also because it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's because we're good people. That's
yeah,
it.
good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
I'm
transition to
sleeping.
gossip. You have like a puppet behind you right now. Someone's making your mouth move. Wouldn't that be great? Every podcast you go on to, you
Dude,
just
I wanna
have
be a
someone
puppet.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
You kind of look like you could be a puppet in the best way.
People have said similar things, but
Yeah.
not like exactly what you just said, and I think you nailed it.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm a puppet.
Do you have gossip for us, Kylie? Or is just everything you just said was gossip?
I feel like what's the gossip?
And if you don't, I just want to give you a chance in case you prepared something.
Oh, well, I guess I could tell you something gay.
Yes, I
Nice.
love it.
Okay, so my friend's friend has a crush on me.
Okay.
She's a girl.
Do we know them?
No.
Oh, I also want to hear about all the girls sliding into your DMs from Ashley Gavin's podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But first,
yeah.
tell me this thing.
So, this person, she got out of a long-term lesbian relationship recently, and I just recently got out of an abortion. So,
Huge.
huge.
Perfect.
Both
Yeah.
perfect places in our lives.
Yeah.
You know? But like,
Mother's Day.
my friend introduced us like because it's one of her good friends, and we've just been hanging out, and then I just moved into my place, and I had them over for like cheese and crackers.
Okay,
and
sexy.
It's
wine.
kind of Jewish of you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm being Jewish.
Yeah.
And I think she really liked like how put together an adult like it turned her on.
It's hot.
And then she goes something about like she was like, I see you with your little setup and your forks and your plates ready for us, whatever. And I was like, dude, what is happening? And then my friend calls me the other day and goes, hey, have you guys have y'all talked lately? And I was like, what are you not telling me?
Uh-huh.
But then I said something crazy over text, and they're away right now, and she's like in a different country and sent her hotel room, and it's like really, really nice. And I said, damn, I'm trying to get fingered in that hotel room. And she said, then come buy a flight, winky face.
Damn.
I'm obviously not gonna do that, but
Where is it?
really far away, different country. But
Just for flirts.
she'll come back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever flown anywhere for a lay?
No.
Have you?
No, but someone did actually just offer to fly me to New York for love,
Okay.
and I am not going to do it.
Do you love them?
I don't.
Oh.
I feel bad talking about it. It's, when someone's far away and you like hee because they're far away,
Yeah.
and then suddenly if they get close to you, you're like,
Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah.
Am I just describing avoidant
Are you
attachment?
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say, what's your attachment?
I think I'm the one that's mixed,
Oh.
disorganized.
Oh, the worst one.
I guess so. I'm the one that comes from a broken family as well.
Yeah,
you know?
period.
Like I'm
Totally.
avoidant until I start to love you, and then I'm like, don't leave me.
Yeah.
I'm a nightmare.
Oh, and the crazy thing is they always will.
period.
Like, I don't know, like all our lives are like, you need to like relax and trust people. And I'm like, actually, most people aren't really deserving of trust.
Sad but true.
Is that crazy?
No, it's real. Or maybe we just hang out with too many Bushwick skaters.
Yeah, I mean, that could be it. But also, do you trust yourself that much? Like, do you trust yourself that everything you say and everything that you like today is going to be the thing that, like, is you tomorrow as well? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're saying not only can you not trust anyone else, you can't trust yourself.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, like, yeah, exactly.
starts with you.
It's
It
such,
starts-
it's also such a big part of life for change and stuff. And I feel like, well, now especially our generation's not like so gung-ho about like getting married at a young age just because you got pregnant with the guy you slept with in high school. And then you're like, oh, I'll have a horrible life for 40 years. no problem. We're not that way. We're like, we would never realistically be with someone unless we really like. So then I feel like it allows people to find themselves more in their 20s than in the past.
So true.
Oh, because we're getting abortions.
Because we're getting
Because
abortions.
we're getting
abortion.
Thank God.
Thank God I'm more
For-
myself after my abortion.
All roads lead to Planned Parenthood. Wow, no, that's so true though. Like we are afforded so much luxury of like self-discovery in this day and age that no other generation has had before us.
Oh, yeah.
It's really stunning
And that's why everyone's so happy.
and horny.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Yeah. Are you? That's why Gen Z, everyone knows, is the happiest generation.
Right.
I'm like,
As they're
trust
like-
no one.
Yeah. Even yourself, no one can be trusted.
I meant that as more of an uplifting way, in the way of like that like change is inevitable and it's good to grow and change.
Oh yeah.
Well, do you
Yeah.
think humans are made to be monogamous?
Okay, this is gonna be the worst citation of all time, but in a Father John Misty song, he says,
The poet of our generation. Don't knock Father John.
you know
Misty.
what? Fuck off, everyone. This is my pure comedy tattoo. It's from because I think it's the greatest album of all time. It was embarrassing for years to have it, and now I'm back at the phase where I think you're wrong if you make fun of it. No, it's pretty funny though that I did. He says maybe love is just an economy based off of resource scarcity.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's interesting. But then the way that he ends the song is like maybe love is just an institution, something, but what's that got to do with you and me? Because it's a whole album about falling in love with his wife and how they were both like, we've never been into marriage, but this feels so civilian of us to not be married because we're so in love with each other. And they're both like, fuck capitalism, whatever. And then they end up getting married. And so I think I like that of like two things can be true is like half of it is really just made up, but also like we need love and connection as people. So.
True. Wow. I'm gonna listen to Father John Misty now.
Oh, bitch! You never even listened to him, and you were on my tail like that.
Well, I've been on Tumblr. I know the lore.
I love the song where he talks about doing ayahuasca.
Oh yeah,
That's my one.
that one's awesome.
Oh, and when he talks about how everybody in West Hollywood just wants to be paid attention to and they're all pretending that they don't. I was like,
yes, he's such a good lyricist.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes like
why do people hate him?
I don't think people hate him.
Oh,
I think
okay.
people like him. I think people are just like, oh, you're pretentious for liking music that says exactly. And it's just like, well, I guess there's other people that have that. It's just more subtle.
I feel like that's just comics. That are like, Earnesty is bad.
Yeah, totally. He's also fucking funny. I went to his
Yeah.
concert and he like does stand up in between, kind of.
Yes.
And he's a weird guy.
I
like
love artists at concerts because, like, well, before I did stand up, I was like, oh wow, they're just like coming up with this on the fly.
It's magic.
And now I see every
Riff
like perform.
Nation.
Yeah, I was like, no, like they have bits. They have
Yeah.
like little jokes that they wrote to go in between different sets or different songs.
Mac DeMarco,
And-
like I saw, and he had so many like costume clown bits, but like it's in a Mac DeMarco way where it doesn't seem like planned.
Yeah,
He's just a goofball.
he's
That
there.
sounds so fun. It just
Yeah.
beep boop beep.
Would you sing? Would you art? Would you do songs?
Would you art?
Would you song art?
Yeah, I do stuff. You know Orion?
Who?
Orion Levine.
Oh yeah,
Jew?
yeah,
Jew in the
JFL,
scene?
Yeah,
He's like one of my besties.
he lives here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do music stuff together.
Yes, I knew it.
Yeah.
But you don't release yet.
No, I mean, I don't know what the plan is. We've just been enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's been like
Amazing.
it's really sweet. Like I think this has been like the last 2 years has been so nice coming out of stand up and being like, okay, I grinded for that long and I did the road, I did all these long sets, so I don't need to necessarily go up every single night and I can explore like all the other artistic sides. And that's why I've
Yeah.
been doing more clowning in my solo show too, because I'm like, I had so much fucking fun and I've been getting so much better at everything, just allowing myself to create in different ways, which is cool.
Wow, having fun.
I'm having fun.
What a concept.
I legit walked away from my last like solo show and I was like, whoa, that was a good time.
Yeah.
I'm working up to doing an hour,
Hell yeah.
which I've never done before. Have you?
No.
Yeah.
Do you have, what is it about? Just
It's about leaving the Orthodox community. It's about leaving 2 cults and then wanting to come back into 1 cult.
wait, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Have you read Maria Bamford's?
No, but I have to. She's
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen
So
a lot of her
good.
bit. What, you read the book?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
Well, you should honestly listen to the audiobook because she voices it and
yeah.
it's
Oh,
so
that's good.
awesome.
That's
the
good.
best.
But
Oh.
she you know, she's like in every basically AA
Yeah.
group because she just kind of finds everything helpful and is a little bit of addicts in all sorts of ways, but
Right.
how cultish it is.
Yeah.
And it's
And does she describe comedy as a cult too? Is
yeah,
it that
for
kind
sure.
of- yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And all of her anxiety is about like she did a Target commercial and then she was like freaking out about it because she's like, I actually don't want to do any corporation stuff. And then it was like also had to do with her OCD where she's like, am I a pedophile? Like she's just so crazy, like unapologetically, like all the
Yeah.
internalized dialogue. And she talks about mental health with when she shot her Netflix show, like she realized she needed like to ask for a lot more than like they'd be like, can you just stay like 14 hours instead 12 hours on set? And she's like, actually I like won't be mentally well if I
Yeah.
don't do that,
Yeah.
which was dope.
Sure, her Netflix show was amazing.
She's so good.
Yeah, I love her.
I went to her 8 a.m. show in
No
Altadena a couple
way.
months
Seeing
ago.
that online, it looks so,
So funny. It's just
Is
like
it?
20 of us at 8 a.m. with our coffees and she's just like doing stuff.
Dude, that is so
badass.
awesome. I want to go so bad. There's no way I can get my ass out there by 8 a.m.
I was living in
It's
my van at the
insane.
time, so
So
I just
you
parked
parked-
right outside.
Then I would do
Genius.
it. Easy. And
Genius.
actually, even then, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could get out.
5 minutes before I
Yeah,
got
you
up.
walked
roll
in.
out.
You walked in from the parking lot into the club.
You just actually threw a can with like a long string to another can and like,
I opened the door. I'm making a pot of coffee. Anyone want one?
Yeah. Okay, Gloria, let's get to your yenta.
oh, I have a little piece.
You have
of
a big
ce-
yenta.
I have a piece of celeb gossip.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I was in Boston. Where I'm from. I was in Boston for like not fun stuff. And I was like, oh, I'll just go to one open mic to have like a little, just to bomb, honestly, just to
Right.
do the thing.
And then somebody recorded it and sent it in a group chat.
Fuck.
And said, no, that's me.
And then a nice person told me about it. No, but I went like disgusting. And then the whole place was abuzz because there was going to be a celebrity drop in. And it turns out that, can I say the name and we cut it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys.
He's dating fucking influencer.
So here's the tea.
no way.
So this celebrity that was there is often at the center of dating controversy.
Yes, because somebody else, I think I can say this, but somebody else on this podcast dated him.
Nuh-uh.
And that was like their big yenta. And like he was much older and he flew her out to like all over to fuck, basically.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm gonna cut
the
probably
fact that
all of that.
he thinks he has that much riz is infuriating.
I think it's just like money and fame.
Okay, I
right?
hate to
Yeah,
admit this
yeah.
though. He walked by me at a certain point. So he asked to do like a drop-in set at this comedy club, and
The open mic.
I don't think he realized it was an open mic.
Yeah.
And then I think he got there and was like, oh, I'm not going to do it. But then he just sat at the open mic and watched the open mic for like 2 hours with a girl that was not the girl that he is
Whoa.
alleged to be dating right now.
Whoa.
And they were friendly. And then the real crazy thing is like the mic ended and everyone's just hanging out drinking and they just stayed there on their hang. and didn't talk to anyone else. They were just like talking to one another, touching backs and stuff like that.
Oh, so flirty.
It was pretty flirty. Yeah, it was a pretty flirty thing. I saw.
And he didn't go up?
No, he just sat and watched it the whole time.
That is some sick. You could tell that guy's sick in the bedroom.
Thank you.
That's twisted.
Isn't that like? Why would you be there?
He probably is like fucking her that night, being like, "Weren't those comedians horrible?"
Yeah.
Right,
I'm so much better than them.
Literally.
Oh.
But too nervous to go up. So
Exactly.
And bomb in front of his girl. Yeah, because he probably knew like comics weren't gonna just laugh because he's famous. You know,
I feel
versus
like open mic comedians would.
Yeah.
Oh, they were all so excited that he was there. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, did you see who's here?" And I'm like, "Please, why would this be happening right now?"
I was hoping you'd say Matt Rife or something. I love that.
No, I wish.
That would be good.
Also, Matt, New England boy, right? He's from Rhode Island.
No, he's an Atlanta guy.
Atlantic. Why am I associating him with Rhode Island?
He's got that Rhode
White.
Island vibe.
Yeah.
Does the cute white boy vibe?
The like high cheekbone.
Yeah, I'm like,
preppy boy.
I've never seen anyone that's looked like you before.
Yeah.
Yet you still look like like if I were to explain a human to an alien, I'd show them a picture of Matt Rife.
But he kind of looks part alien, part human also. At
That's
the
why
same
I'd show
time.
them. I'm like, it's like a good transition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
His mom's an alien, his dad's a human.
Yeah.
And
They're both kind of hot though for
Yeah,
like for
for
an
their-
alien, for a
yeah.
person. Yeah. Hot alien.
biracial.
Matt Rife is biracial.
There's the clip.
Matt Rife is a person of color.
He thinks he is. He talks like he is.
Dude, he really does.
Yeah.
That
Nothing bad to say about Matt Rife on this
guy.
podcast.
No, go off, King.
Please
Yeah.
come.
Get your bag.
Please
Yeah.
come on the pod, Matt.
Please come.
Come on, everyone.
for me.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I wouldn't want that.
She's using condoms now, so
Yeah. Matt, I heard you only fuck Rife.
Rife fucks Roth.
Yeah, got him.
But you know he doesn't. Fuck. No, sorry. You know he does. Only.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you
I
know
was
he
like,
only
I don't
fucks
know.
Raw.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, right. Yeah, rough.
You know how
As we
there was
say it.
like a thing going around about Timothee Chalamet giving everyone chlamydia in college?
Yeah. Oh my. That's all I hear about him.
Yeah.
From any comic.
Yeah.
Did you know he gave all these girls chlamydia?
It's like,
Did you know?
it's pretty obvious that guy has given girls chlamydia.
He's dating
does
Kylie.
look like the type to do that.
I love him so much. I don't care.
Do you really?
I would get chlamydia from him.
Wow.
I think he's like fine. Like I like his like movies that he's been in. I
Yeah.
don't think he's just like a boy though.
Yeah, he's a Twinkie boy, which is just my type.
Twinkie
Makes
boy.
You so
Yeah.
gay in
I,
my
Twinkie
book.
I
boy.
love him.
Yeah. I get that.
Okay, tell us about your have you hooked up with a fan?
No,
just people sliding in your DMs.
No,
I think
not
you-
even. I mean, like sometimes I'll like respond. Well, I'll definitely respond. Actually, I respond to almost all of them, no matter if.
Do you?
Yeah, because I want to interact. I think it's
It is
fun.
fun. Yeah.
And like some of them are so like unhinged like me, where they're like, "Hey, mommy, you want another mentally ill mama? suck," and I'm just like, "LOL, you're funny as fuck." Like I want to encourage their behavior. I think it's awesome.
Everyone slide into Kylie's DM.
Yeah. No, I
all
love
you
it.
crazies.
And I have like my reply guys of the month. Like there are people that come to me every day, and there's one. Actually, I just got a breakup message from Raphael Sampson. Sorry, buddy. It was like he's been like my reply guy for like 3 years, and he'll send me like selfies and.
Why do people do that?
I don't know, but
you get that?
he's so like
Sometimes.
he's such like just like a normal black guy, and so I would just be like slay and but he wouldn't offer me anything else except for like really practical responses to my stories, where I'd tell like I'd say something like jokingly, and he's like, well, maybe you should get a hammer. And like it like actually offering me advice for like genuinely 3 years, and then sometimes like be like, imagine if we were at that spot together. Like
Yeah.
Raphael.
And then he like sent me a breakup message being like, I can't believe there's some you post our messages, because sometimes I'd screenshot them and be like, this is so like, this is awesome, Raphael rocks. Like, he
like,
genuinely
you betrayed
does.
me.
You're uplifting
But like
him.
people DM me and I sometimes, you know, just post it. And unless it's like someone telling me that they're a survivor, obviously I'm not going to post that.
Yeah.
But like people who come into my DMs and just say whatever, I'm like, it's not private just because you're DMing me. I haven't consented to us having a private conversation.
So true.
So,
Do you share their like handles?
well, like, okay, if it's things like when people message me about the abortion, like,
Yeah.
none of that.
You'll hide that.
But like,
yeah.
if someone's sending me like crazy reply guide type shit, I'm like, I'm not mad. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And it's kind of low key like crazy behavior.
It is.
And if they were a real fan, they should know that you do that.
Oh, people,
So-
and then
Right.
the people that do are like, oh yes, I made it onto the story.
Yeah,
Like, those are the people I
that's what
fuck
they
with.
want.
Yeah.
They
So
want to
send
be
Kylie the
shared.
craziest stuff
Yeah.
They're
you can.
sadistic like that.
Tell her that Yenta sent you, and you want to Yenta all over her face.
There's a beautiful older blonde woman that sends me videos of her and her cats often, and
That's so
I like that
sweet.
a lot. Yeah.
I go back and forth between like responding to every one of these messages and being like, why am I spending my time doing this?
Totally.
Yeah.
Some days, or there's certain people where I'm just
But if
like,
I'm bored one day, I'll be like,
yeah,
this is it. Yeah.
I realize you can just you can actually say anything you want ever.
Yeah. But then what if they screenshot and then
That's fine. I'm not saying hate speech.
yeah.
I'm going in crazy bit mode. Well, I posted something on my story the other day, like, hey, looking to get pregnant, anyone down? Or looking to get pregnant again.
Yeah.
And so many people like actually responded, and I'm like, that's actually
But they were
so
serious.
awesome. A little,
Yeah.
but there's that flair where it's enough where it doesn't genuinely scare me, because I'm a little scary too.
I love the audacity of the reply guys who really think they have a chance. I really admire those ones.
Post-abortion reply guys were crazy.
Whoa. Well, like, what did they say?
They're like when I was like saying that I was pregnant, whatever, they're like, crazy, you fuck Raw though.
That's so funny and also so gross.
It's so out of pocket.
Wow.
What a rebrand for them.
Yeah, I fuck raw. Roth.
Let's go. Raw.
I fuck
Matt Roth.
Matt Roth. Well, thanks so much for being here, Kylie.
Oh, thanks for having me.
This has just been so lovely, and you're such a joy, and welcome to LA, and I hope I get to see you around more, and this is
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you guys.
And anything you want to plug?
Follow me on Kylie Vincent the First on Instagram. I am shadow banned, so it's not gonna come up immediately. Be patient, okay?
Do they put like, you know how they tell you like if your account
My account status, everything is
flagged.
yellow, red, whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
got you.
I can't monetize anymore. I can't do live.
That's crazy.
just because I like talked about like
the abortion?
no, it was from talking about like sexual assault.
Right.
Is crazy. And then I went to oversight board, which is like supposedly the thing that is apart from Meta that like will take appeals, but I just never even heard from them. Anyway, so follow me, Kylie Vincent the First, and watch Bird on YouTube. Thanks.
Yeah.
And Gloria,
Thanks for having me.
you want to
Happy
plug
to be
yourself?
here.
Plug mama.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
Gloria Alexander. Gloria is funny on the internet. That's my handle.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I hope to be funny too.
And I'm at Raye Schiller. And Kylie, sing us out.
Wanna be like me, who's a abortion queen, Jewish too, and she's even gay.